Hello, I am Cristal Francesca Trinidad Matos. Today I'm going to talk about writing assessment. During this presentation, I'm going to explain covering rubric, different type of writing, positive feedback, etc. This presentation have three objectives. The first is explain process and product assessment, differentiate analytic and holistic rubrics, and apply writing assessment principles. Um, Genres of writing language. They are three genres. The first is academic writing, job related writing, and personal writing. This writing can use, for example, in essays, reports, emails, letters, messages, and diaries. Academic writing is used in a school and university. Job related is used in jobs, and personal writing is used uh, to express or communicate personal ideas and experience. There are four type of writing. The first is imitative, intensive, responsive, and extensive. The first means that students um, begin a student begin by copying words. Then is able to a student is able to read sentences. Then a student is able to read paragraph, and finally a student is able to write essays or reports. Process versus product assessment. Both are important, but each one have different purpose. Let me explain the first. Process assessment. Focus on briefing, revising, and editing uh, the writing, give feedback during writing, and help students improve their writing. And product assessment focus on the final score. It's, it's fast and practical. Both process and products are not opposite. They can use together. For example, teacher can use one or the other, depends the activity, but also teacher can use both together. For example, the student have to write uh, homework, a project, whatever. Uh, During the process, a teacher can check a student working, check the writing, um, um, what do you say, corregir? I forget it. Um, a teacher can, sorry, teacher can check if a student make mistake and help a student to and help students to improve their writing without the mistake, for example. And at the end of the writing, when a teacher have to present their writing, product assessment helps teacher to give an score for her student. They for his students. I have to explain this. Both are connected, product and process. Can use as a teacher can use both together. The next one is portfolio assessment. This collects of student work, show a progress over time, include process and final progress. Um, uh, it have many benefits, measure learning, encourage reflection, and show improvement. Portfolio is so important for a student, but in my opinion, is important to a student too, because portfolio helps teacher to at the end of the scholar year uh, help the student help the teacher to give a correct score, evaluating all the activity that the student have did it during all years. Why I say that is important for a student? Because a student receive a good score based in their work, their job. I don't know. Analytic and holistic rubric. Analytic rubric evaluate different criteria and give detailed feedback, while holistic rubric give one overall score and is faster to use. Analytical rubric uh, evaluate the I say that analytic rubric evaluate different criteria. These uh, criteria could be vocabulary, grammar, fluency, etc. Depend the activity. However, holistic rubric give one overall score. Can use it depend the activity. Error analytic and feedback. Identify error, explain mistake, and help students learn. This part to me is so important because it's not enough with mention students' mistake. Um, it's not enough. To help a student learning is necessary explain why why this is a mistake, because sometimes a student write or do an activity, and in a student mind activity is good. A student are sure that the activity was good because it's confused. So teacher have to explain why it's a mistake, and then have to give an example with the correct word of correct grammar rule, etc. Feedback. Effective feedback. These have to be specific, give examples, so important, give example, and include positive comments. when a student is giving a feedback, have to be specific, have to be have to give example are so important because with a student listened or heard example, they can example helps to a student to do a connection uh, with different contexts, different scenario where a student can apply uh, this new knowledge. And in a positive comment is so important because when you only mention mere error, mistake, you don't mention uh, the positive aspect that a student have to complete in the activity is uh, the motivation to complete another activity in the future passed away. Here I have a practice activity. For example, uh, teacher can select one writing of whatever one student. Uh, a teacher can say the name, the author, I don't know, the name of the writer or no. Uh, how teacher prefer. Then classmates have to identify the error if if there are if there are in the writing a student or classmates have to identify their error, then have to explain why is a error. Then the classmates have to give a correction or examples correction uh, doing the correction. And finally, classmates have to give a positive feedback. In conclusion, uh, writing assessment will help the student to support. Uh, sorry. In conclusion, writing assessment can help a student to learn using a teacher can use process assessment portfolios, can use a different rubric, effective feedback. All this topic I have to mention is designed to help a student learn. Thank you to listen to me. Uh, I have finished my presentation.